Egon von Greyerz, and this is for an item of our Eyes and Finances section. I think he works in a very innovative area in finance, but before we start talking about it, Egon, where are you from?
Well, I'm a mixture of many things. I was born in Sweden, but it's an old Swiss family, so I have two passports. I lived a long time in Sweden, of course, and then in Switzerland. I lived in the UK, where we are right now also, and I have a big family in the UK, children and grandchildren here. So,
okay, that's good to hear. And as a child, I mean, having the connection with Geneva and Switzerland, was it automatically clear you wanted to become a banker, or did you have any other dreams that you like to?
No, I wanted.
Type of profession you like to?
Yes, no, I liked finance. I wanted to be in finance, and I got a job offered a job from a bank in Geneva.
Yeah.
So I started there. But when you're young, you don't have definite plans. And then I was offered a job in the UK with a Dixon's, a retail company.
Yeah.
And I was there as finance director and vice chairman for 17 years. So you take advantage of opportunities in life.
Okay, that sounds good. And the reason why we're here, because you have a very interesting company, and that has to do with alternative ways of investment, and especially during these times of financial turmoil in the world, I think it can be very interesting to tell the viewers what is it exactly about, and what is your company doing, and how can they help?
Yeah. Well, we have a company, it's called Macrahorn Asset Management, and we specialize in wealth preservation for high net worth individuals. Yeah. But I'm always worried about risk and what's happening in the world, and the printing of money, and how governments are destroying countries. So I'm looking at how you protect the downside for investors. And then back in 2002 we decided that the world is looking in a serious state, and you have to really protect yourself by investing in the right instrument. And then we told our investors in 2002 you should put 50% of your liquid assets into gold.
Yes.
That was when gold was $300. It's now over $1,800 a day. And I wrote an article back a month ago, roughly, saying too late to jump on the gold wagon. Basically asking, gold has gone up 7 times. Is it too late to buy? And I'm saying that it's actually very cheap to buy gold today at $1,800, although gold's gone up 7 times in the last 11 years, and no major investor group has participated.
That is interesting. So in a way, it's still, if you start right now, you're still an innovator, because there's still a lot to come that will change the world economy by investing in gold. That's basically what you're saying.
Well, you see, less than 1% of world financial assets are in gold today. Yeah. And as I said, in spite of that, gold has gone up 7 times. It means that there's so little gold around. So when big institutions, asset managers, pension funds, insurance companies, they haven't bought it. When they start buying, there will not be enough gold around, so the price will go up dramatically. The reason why gold is going up, and we created a separate division called GoldSwitzerland, because specializing us in the precious metals.
And you can find it, if anybody's interested, on www.goldswitzerland.com.
Yes, goldswitzerland.com, that's right. Yeah. So, whereby you can buy gold and silver outside of the banking system. We buy it, store it in a vault underneath Zurich Airport in the name of the investor. So this is unique because we don't believe that you should have any assets or any major assets in the banking system, because the banking system is bankrupt, and so are most states today. They're bankrupt. And the only solution governments have, and they have applied that for the last few decades, and it's now accelerating, they're printing unlimited amounts of money to solve the enormous deficits that they're building. And this will increase in the next few years. Gold, I've been saying, gold is not actually going up. It's paper money going down, because governments are destroying the value of paper money by printing unlimited amounts of it. Gold does reflect So it's like, you know, paper money just increases. That's why the value of gold also increases. So it's actually, paper money, it's going down in value. In the last 100 years, paper money has gone down 99%. Most currencies have gone down 99% against gold. In the last 10 years, they've gone down about 85% against gold. That trend will accelerate, you can imagine. So people don't understand that everybody says that, well, I don't want gold, I don't understand gold, you know, you can't eat gold. But everybody understands paper money. Paper money is declining in value all the time against a fixed purchasing power, and that is what gold reflects. It just reflects, you know, a fixed value. And everything else, if you can print unlimited amounts of something, it's obviously will become worthless in the end, and paper money will become totally worthless.
So you would suggest to anybody who is seeing this that they can invest in gold. What is the minimal investment, or silver? But silver is more volatile, I assume, right?
Yes, I mean the gold minimal is about it's $150,000 or 125,000 Swiss francs, and in which is about 100,000 euros, and in silver it's $200,000. So that's the minimum.
And if you look, another question, if you look in future investments, alternative investments, and you have the precious metals, is there anything else, like maybe land investment or other things you would recommend for people if they want to diversify their portfolio?
Yes, I think land has become very popular in the last few years, and land in many countries, especially Western countries, is too expensive in Western Europe now. But if you buy, farmland has gone up dramatically in Western Europe, bought by bankers and hedge fund owners, etc. And from the point of view, actually producing from the land is too expensive. But there are areas in Eastern Europe, there are areas in South America where land is still relatively cheap. So I think, yes, food will go up in price, land will continue to be valuable. So I think land is good to own, and if you have an opportunity, people who have enough money to buy your own farm and produce your own food, I mean, that is a solution, because there will be a shortage of food in the next few years.
So we have a lot of changes ahead of us. So talking about changes, as you know, our magazine features a lot of innovation and also a lot of innovation in art.
Yeah.
Is there anything you like art investment? Any particular artist you like, or any, you know, do you have any interest in arts, culinary arts, design?
I love art, but I wouldn't say I have a particular interest in art. But I love the beauty of art. But from the point of view of investment, art has been fantastic, because art has reflected the increasing wealth that we've seen now in the world, and especially the rich have to spend their money on something they spend it on art. The problem I see is that when we get the downturn, art is not going to be the best investment, because the rich will have less money to spend. So I think, you know, art from the point of view, I think when you buy, you mustn't buy art and you mustn't buy property from the point of view of speculating and hoping that it'll go up in value. You must buy it because you like it and you can afford it. And you, if it's a property, it's because you want, it's a place to live. Don't look at it as an investment. If you buy art, don't look at it as an investment. Don't pay too much for it. Buy it because you love it, and hang it on the wall rather than put it in the safe because it's too expensive. That's my view about art. So therefore, art can be cheap. You know, cheap art or inexpensive art can be just as nice as expensive art. And I don't think I don't believe in paying high prices for art, because I think those high prices will come down just like they did at the end of the 80s.
Yeah, I totally agree. And but of course, if you love a piece and it makes you happy every day, then it's a different thing, you can buy it. So talking about, because you meet a lot of interesting people, I can imagine. So there are a lot of fun parts in your job. What would you consider the most fun part, and what would you consider the most unattractive part in your job?
Well, the most
fun
part.
Yeah,
absolutely. No, it's a good question, because you know, life is all about enjoying it. Of course, we talk about a serious subject here, where we're telling investors times are going to get tough. We're going to have financially going to be tough. Socially it will be tough. There will be social disorder in our view. You have to try to protect yourself, but you do what you can, protect yourself as far as you can with your funds, where you live, etc., and then you enjoy life.
Yeah.
And life is all about people, meeting people, enjoying people, your family, your friends, people. So yes, we meet a lot of interesting people because you could say that we are contrarians. We're not like the normal asset managers or economists. We actually try to understand what's happening in the world and to analyze it, and therefore most people that we meet, they haven't got a clue what's happening. And if you take the average asset manager, the average economist, the average bank, they haven't got a clue what's going to happen and what's going to hit them. So therefore we meet people who are thinking more like we are, free thinkers we call them. But they are normally people who are not tied to a system, they're not tied to a bank, they're not tied to a government, they're actually independent people. And that is so stimulating. And you see people, I'm not young myself, I've got 9 grandchildren and very lucky, and I should be retired, but I enjoy so much. And I meet people who are 70, 80 more and still active and loving it, and I think that is the most fun part of life, actually continuing to enjoy what you're doing and then never stop, hopefully.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. So we're sitting right now in the center of London, so last question, what is your best place to be in London, what you would consider?
My best place in London is to get out of the city as quickly as possible.
Oh, that's a good that makes sense.
I prefer to be in the countryside.
I agree with you, but I prefer to leave out the commute to the countryside. Right? So, but it's good for business and it's
it's fantastic. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but Geneva is very nice too. So.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Egon.
Thank you.